Hello, big world. So, I am continuing to listen to this, The Last Diet. I still don't remember the woman's name. I don't do so well with names or numbers. And I know it's like, oh, that's just part of getting older. And it's like, that is true. That is absolutely true. But like before I had that first brain surgery, it was here and now it's not there anymore. So anyway, it's talking about being kind to myself, and I wrote the That's It letter. That's the one that I forgot the name of the other day in my video. And it's just talking about, like, it's very confronting, but I think that it's good. It definitely taps into the motivation for me changing my relationship with food and with myself, being kinder to myself, which is, it's one of those things that the face that I present to the public versus what I feel inside, it is definitely not as bad as it used to be, but it's still, I am my own biggest critic, and that I'm not as big of a critic as I used to be, but I still do experience just, like, definitely when I look in the mirror, I'm like, I don't like what I see. And it's interesting because I've lost so much weight, but I still, like, I have I think they call it body dysmorphia, where when I look in the mirror, I immediately notice all the things that I don't like about myself, about the way I look. So it's definitely something that I am hoping to change. And so that was what I wrote in my That's It letter is, I'm actively working on changing how I interact with food, how I obsess about food. And it's interesting because, 6 years ago, it was like, I want more and I will do what I have to do to get more. And it's changed now to where I want to eat as much sugar as I can without gaining any of the weight back. So, yet another vulnerable post. I would appreciate any kindness that y'all have for me on this one. And I feel good about my desire to help my fellow person. And I think that is what is motivating me to continue to make these vulnerable posts. And at the end of the day, like, I just want to continue to be alive. I just want to continue to keep my body pain-free. And that was what I wrote in the That's It letter, was I want to feel healthy. I want to feel, I want to be pain-free for as long as I can. And that includes me not eating sugar. And then also, just not eating all the junk food. But also, like, the more immediate things. Like, I want to fit comfortably into my size 8 jeans. I want to be happy with what I see in the mirror, regardless of what size and shape I am. So she talked about being on the tube, is what they call it in London, and seeing a seat that was vacant, and she had the thought of climbing over people and then climbing over them again when she was leaving. And she said, even if I was 3 times the weight that I was, I would still go take that seat, and I would eat my sandwich, and I would feel like kind toward myself. But anyway, that's my 5 minutes.